Deliquescence, a meditation in 7 parts. Verb, to melt away or disappear as if by melting. How many hours have I stood before water attempting this, and when did the urge begin? I can feel concrete beneath my feet, wooden rail under hand, wind, blackberries scenting up the steep clay bank that the stairs followed down in a suspended, wobbled reach to the beach. Always a gull hovering at eye level, at rest in wind. Was I 5, 9, 16? I stood and stared at the bay, at water, at what I might, oh soft, persistent hope, dissolve to. Italian has a better word, liquescere, to become liquid. Liquescere, liquescere, the world whispers to me. Chemistry, become liquid by absorbing moisture from the air. Dawn on the bow, or some hour early enough to be, for at least a while, alone. Firm horizon denied by mist. Prow rocking forward into swell. Forward, only forward it seems. The air's liquid palpable in silence. Horizon of skin blurred. The body's liquid not separate, pulsing, held, selfless. We are, by vast percentage, sea. The eye can stand to be open only through tears. We see wetly, salt, wet sea. A bit of spray and I taste it. Ocean. There is no voice, no other to ask or exclaim, and so disrupt this delicate experiment that, to survive, I run. Sky becomes water, water, sky, and I dissolve, dwindle, disband, disperse, dissipate, become delinquent to the self. Liquidare, Italian, to liquidate, to get rid of. Yes, says the tide edge. Yes, the spindrift, the mare's tail, the nimbus, the veil cloud's vellum, upon which nothing can be written. Yes, ice slurries from a glacier. Yes, ice brash and rafted, driven by wind, willing to dissolve despite the fact that it could not resist. Origin, from the Latin dissolve, mid-18th century. Enlightenment, what you've given us, the unweighting of ideas, architecture, science itself freed to reach beyond the earth's edge, peer beneath the ocean's lens. Halley's diving bell lowered, a man as its clapper, church of sea, breathing not with, but at least beside fish, squid, barnacle, scallop, and the sky too breached. Stars seen not as a dome's flaws, but tidal drifting heat. I never wanted to become the night sky, to disappear into that height. The heavens are a poor attempt of sea. They whisper nothing, just burn in silence. At night, the sea has much to say to itself, to us. It has its own stars. To be within them, body a shadow in phosphor, is at once closer and further from my goal than anything. I am nearly, I am not. Deliquescence hisses a wave to the sand. Deliquescence, deliquescence, deliquescence. Yes. Biology. To branch into many fine divisions as leaf veins. Tide flows in, floods into all narrowings, all ends and origins. What can float is lifted. What can't be lifted is covered. Surface glint hides resistance in sky. Botany. To become fluid or soft on maturing as some fungi. Do we become softer with age or more brittle? Lunar empathy and solar habit each have their pull by which the tides of self are governed. It is harder and harder to leave the stiff forest of I, a life cultivates. The trunks of self thicken. Saplings rise, ready to replace whatever falls. The wafted drift of meadow in which I began has been supplanted. But wind moves through. Rain slides every leaf. I try to remind myself, thick and stolid as I feel, much as I'm able to resist it, to bend. I try to remember how I flew, weightless, in an ocean of womb. Liquescere, liquescere, and also liquefare, to melt. Amore, liquefare. Afternoons in bed, light filtered through the curtain. We manage to drift beyond singularity. Deliquescence. The liquid resulting from the process of deliquescing. This water, this cloud, light, liquid, shiftless resistance, this rendering of all we might become.